I hope you enjoy this concert. It's been a long time coming. I will have lots of information about the music as we get there. The first song, I have to tell you, the first song they learned and memorized in 2 days. It is an easier song, but the text of it is, I think, a great way to open this concert. Rejoice and sing. I'm going to read, or someone is going to read most of the text, because we're the only ensemble whose sound originates behind the mask. And so this does a lot of, we can do it. I think you'll be amazed at what it sounds like, but sometimes the words can be a little bit more muffled than we care. So I'm going to read the text to you just so you know, just in case. So we open with, rejoice and sing. Let the song in your heart sing out. See the joy that it brings. Let the song in your heart sing out. See the joys that it brings. Rejoice and sing. Hear the melody that nature sings. See the light of dawn awakening. Feel the freshness of the spring and the beauty that it brings. Know that in this world there is so much that life is offering. Rejoice. Let us cherish all that has been given us and be joyful, joyful every day. Rejoice. This is Rejoice and Sing by Mark Breimer. Our next piece was to be a set of three. Two pieces by this composer, sandwiched around one piece by someone who was writing probably maybe 50, 60 years later, in Henry Purcell. Originally, I thought we were going to have our concert in June, and then we found out a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, that theater was closing down this Friday, and they were going to be working on the thing. So we had to push the concert up. So I decided to condense a little bit. The set's very difficult. It's very deep, and it's very, you know, it's long. It was a 9-minute set without a break. We still hope to record that before the year is out. The piece that I've chosen to perform, Then David Mourned, is about one of David's laments on the death of Saul and Saul's son Jonathan. Saul, I guess, from the research I did a long time ago, David was not a favorite. To David, but David was very fond of Jonathan's son. And so you can almost hear that he spends more time in the music lamenting over the loss of Jonathan than he does over Saul. This is Then David Heard by Thomas Tompkins. Very hard at selling them on the notion that singing Renaissance music is some of the most rewarding and joyful singing they will ever do in their lives. We're getting there. We're getting there. The final song in this set, Farewell, written by a contemporary composer named Molly E. James, or I. James, if you're an Apple person. The text is, flow down, cold rivulets to the sea, thy tribute wave deliver. No more by thee my steps shall be, forever and forever. Softly flow, softly flow a rivulet, then a river. Nowhere by thee my steps shall be forever and forever. But here will sigh thine alder tree, and hear thine aspen shiver, and here by thee will hum the bee forever and forever. 1,000 suns will stream on thee, 1,000 moons will quiver, but not by thee my steps shall be forever and forever. Farewell. This poem was written by Tennyson, and it was written later on in his life as he was contemplating his own death, all of the natural wonders that he was so fond of, and in the end saying, in a not sad way, my steps will be someplace else. A Farewell by Molly.
To
Thank you very much. So our next set centers around love. 3 different songs with 3 different kinds of texts, all dealing with love. The first one is certainly connected to what we are up here. It's entitled Child of Song. Child of song, your music sang from the bone, the music of a visceral dancer. A feral tree in full pearl green new leaf, the squalling water alive around the swimmer, is touched by your music, is touched by your music, is touched by your music, will always carry it. No child of song falls into silence, but into love's rest, seeded with reawakening. Your music, Child of Song. This is by Kim Andre Arneson on a poem by Ewan Tate. Another piece by the same composer and same poet. This one is entitled Falling into Mercy. To fall into mercy is to keep falling endlessly, the one fall that cannot be stopped, since love's depths have never been sounded. No wonder, the wonder that saints, the everyday, ask for the mercy of emptiness, to be filled with mercy such as this, to be loved this way. Falling into Mercy by Kim Andreas. final song of this set comes to us from South Africa. It is written by a composer, young, 1982, very young, Mabuso Ndlovu, if I said that even close to being correctly. This song is written in isiZulu and was performed by, I don't know if it was written for them or not, but it was performed by a group from the University of Pretoria. called the Tux Camerata. Okay? And I want to read the note that someone wrote in the frontispiece of this thing. It says, there is a spoken poem written and performed by one of the members of the choir. Your choir may write and perform an original poem of your own in this manner. I thought, all right. So I put it out there, and Monday, somebody stepped forward, and I asked, I said, let's make it so that it is surrounding what we've been through. A pandemic that's taken away our ability to do what we love, and finally coming together and keep it in also the overall theme of the set, which is love. So you will hear at the beginning two readings. The first will be a translation of the text. That is what we will sing later in the isiZulu. And then you will hear a poem written and read by Liam Jalbert, who sat down and penned this on Monday, and it is an absolutely beautiful poem. I'd like to bring up, they're already up, and thank both Colin and Jason and Mr. Tipton for giving us some percussion to add some flavor to this wonderful, wonderful arrangement. Okay, it's notando.
Love only, we will conquer everything. All situations cannot swallow, devour us. Let us open our hearts and let us fear nothing through love.
In love we remain, through woe and weary. In love we remain, steadfast and unshaken. By no crisis will it wither, no lonesome will it die. Time will find it, profound and resolute, as in it we find our song, and to it we return, together as one.
to them all. The Rose, a poem by Christina Rossetti, set by Ola Hielo. The lily has a smooth stalk, will never hurt your hand, but the rose upon her briar is lady of the land. There's sweetness in an apple tree and profit in the corn, but lady of all beauty is a rose upon a thorn. When with moss and honey she tips her bending briar and half unfolds her glowing heart, she sets the world on fire. This is the Rose. The next song will feature the sopranos and the altos of both choirs. It's another piece that I bought for this year, thinking that maybe somehow we'd have two concerts. So we're doing trying to do a full year's worth of work in one semester, and they have done it. So this piece is for the sopranos and the altos. This is entitled I Am the Wind. It's by another young composer, doing very great composer named Elaine Hagenberg. The poem is by another contemporary, Zoe Atkins. Actually, I might have misspoke there, I'm not sure. Zoe Atkins may be a different century, I'll have to check on that. But here's the poem. I am the wind that wavers, you are the certain land. I am the shadow that passes over the sand. I am the leaf that quivers, you the unshaken tree. You are the stars that are steadfast, I am the sea. You are the light eternal, like a torch I shall die. You are the surge of deep music, I but a cry. I am the wind by Elaine Hagenberg. Wonderful piece. Our final set then finishes with three pieces from this side of the big pond. Three American songs of roughly different eras, two somewhat contemporary, and one a little bit later on, although the genesis of any spiritual is deeply rooted in our history. So we will start with an arrangement of Shenandoah. This is a very new arrangement, very fresh, and I think you like it. It's got a lot of cool rhythmic underdrive. It's by Michael John Trotter. MCMLXXXIX. That 89? 1989. Arrangement, Donald Moore's arrangement of My Old Kentucky Home.
Man, those risers are hard. Hi, my name is Alex. I'm a senior. This is the fun part of the concert where we get to be all sappy. Hey, Ready G. Thanks for being cool. And being patient, because we need patience. So thanks. We have gifts for you afterward.
Hi, Mr. Redmond. You begged me for all 3 years of my high school career to do this, and every time I told you no, except for this year. And part of me realizes why now you asked me to. So thank you for pushing me out of my comfort zone for my last year to finally do this. Thank you.
Hi, Redmond. When I was a freshman, I had no idea what I was coming into. I wasn't really confident at all in my singing skills, and I couldn't fit honors choir in my schedule, which is what freshmen normally take, so Redmond let me come and join honors chamber choir without even hearing me sing, and that was really incredible to be in with all the super talented upperclassmen to get that opportunity. And for the past 4 years, I've felt Redmond by my side the whole time, and he really, really helped me with my capstone project, and it's been a huge creative outlet for me, so thank you so much for everything.
So I've been watching Redmond since, elementary school, and I remember at the all-city concerts watching him conduct the big kids, and I thought, I want to be there. And so when 8th grade hit, I came to orientation or whatever, and I spent a long time in the chorus room and hung out with some of the students at the time, and I was like, this is where I want to be. And so I spent the next 4 years in the chorus room for most of my time, and Redmond has shown me so much patience and so much love, and I just thank you for all that time.
You had to put me so far away, huh, Red? Hi, Red. I don't know where to start with this one. This is hard. Chamber choir, has been a dream since I came into the Kitty concert. In my sophomore year, you gave me that chance. You've helped me reach out of my comfort zone so much. You've grown my confidence, and you've been one of the teachers who stuck by my side no matter what. These past 4 years in choir, sorry, Mr. Tipton, I had to leave you sophomore year, but I wouldn't have changed it for the world. You really do have a special place in my heart, Red. Thank you for growing my confidence and making me who I am today.
Oh, okay. You want to go first? Okay. Sorry, I'm super awkward, but this is normal.
Hi, Mr. Redmond. Freshman year, I was very quiet. You made me open up more, and you challenged me a lot. You challenged me a lot. And I would never take that opportunity now, but because you have made an impact on my life, I feel like I'll be more into the future, going in for more opportunities, because you gave me something that I will always be thankful for. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, because I'm
I moved here sophomore year, and the only thing that I knew how to do was choir. So I joined your class, and you saw something in me that I never ever could see by myself, and I thank you a lot for that. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, which I appreciate because you made me become somebody I wouldn't have ever become by myself, and I always needed you, and you always helped me grow to be a better singer. So thank you.
Just a wonderful, wonderful thing to be back together. And for so much of the year, I saw very few of these people. And if I did, I might not have recognized them with the masks on at first. Now I know what they look like with their masks on. But to finally see them was a great homecoming. Anyway, we will close with another brand new setting it's actually what music historians might call a pastiche or something like that. It's a mashup, as we know about it today. It's a mashup of three different African-American spirituals. Wade in the Water, I Want to Die Easy, and Didn't My Lord Deliver Daniel? And they'll all be laid out one by one and then come together at the end to close. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water, gods are going to trouble the water. I want to die easy when I die. Shout salvation as I fly. I want to die easy when I die. And then didn't my Lord deliver Daniel? Didn't my Lord deliver Daniel? So why not every man? Now, we have a lot of soloists. They are in your program, but I'm still going to read their names. Okay? And this is the order that they will sing. Wells Mundell Wood, Logan Estey, Adam Martell, Kirk, Brianna Warwick, Zach Sprang, Eden Tomlinson, Bridget Frazier, Annalena Whitman, Cassandra Johnson, Amanda Tomlinson, Alex Snow, and Emma Hall. This is Trouble the Water. I want to thank you all so much for coming out, for supporting us, for making sure they got back into this. It was so short, but very sweet. And we still have some work left to do, which is good, and hope to have a recording of some things by the end of the year. But it is just, it's certainly gotten me through not only this pandemic, but some very, very difficult times in my life this past year and these past years, being able to make music with these wonderful young people. And so I thank you for letting me spend time with them, and hope you've enjoyed this. Again, Trouble the Water, arranged by Daniel Jackson.
When I die.